to other issues and also so man Ghana mu hanom say it's on the Akwatia election and anu so Ghana ha na ye nyina ye nim say na manfo wa rehemu gidie pa say anka the NPP parliamentary candidate no ono ebedi nkunim ma ya ma chese MP baako Michael Befi ne seat ekoto chacha ewo ho a say chacha yiwi ne edi na wo hu de obeye ne ho na so say de Akwatia is green Bira Bernard bedi akobeidu wono na ye mrahye bedwani ewo honom sisia na abato ne kwa awieye no utisi mbonten so ewo Akwatia community ho a ase intitimu bi ya aba obi beka sa adentia na ye omo anom koto aba na abusia ye nim de baye Akwatiafo bebre ebuofu papa sa bre de aba be ye menteme ho ase ewo Akwatiafo nankasa entem ye saka video bi efa sansem ya ye kan ho ye mohwi na ye nkohwe video no na ye ba ye bedi hu nkomo
anybody na ya asumadu Enkofonya jumaya obode na ngotie nyina ya asumadu nipa ba ko pa watuni wesi wa makroni nyina ama majuma sei na mo yina ma wa wodi na kwatia ayo all that citizens of Ghana we just want the government of Akwatia obi animu ala baye obi animu moni mena kenda eni otina obi kobo obi na kwase aye ni na animu enya election ya ko na animu lawyer bedi akoso ahwan obi animu owo na mu ni otu etia je be okro mu really Akwatia say ya obi awon kromo yin no mo twa say ya ne omo ya me ko de be do mo de aya he mo ya ayo to so ayo be ni mo si ta fio so be jiska bo ba be me say ba be say mo so e ska ni de sha mo go ni ayo mo yo grateful mo ni ya su be do ya mo mo do ni Akwatia mo do ni Akwatia.
The grievances of a year amanphobia or more Akwatia baton person. So me ankasa me share video ni wie no. My confused kakra because mentia say mo na moto aba na fe mu wie ya mo ankasa mo attack mo hu ide yentia say enti wo hwa the election no so because the by election ne so because the parliamentary candidate na wote so yera NS kumi eka enchini guye na tese mbremu no wo se yeto aba eyi nipa foforo na eno na MPP for ede wo mo anamusini Solomon Kwame Asumadu wono na ma no ebobobonidi no ono so na nimfoni eda screens so on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party NPP NDC for so the lawyer Bernard Bedi Akon enso ekogina ye na eno sese no yetie nsema maamefo yi ene nketesie ye ka de na chese Akwatiafo eyeboni aye wo mu enim papa isanse wo mu kire ma lawyer Bernard Bedi Akono kroman no aye Akwatia man no kra enya de a wote mu bi wo mu nimu no mpo omu se oyede hye kra wo firi ho a enye one mo na ene omo na te ho enye ho no wo firi na emom eye Solomon Kwame Asumadu a wono agina wo NPP amanyoko ni din mu no wono a no ne wo matena brono no so a wo boa wo mo ni ade hwe wo mo tutu niema eye yinsu edu bra na ewo se wo mo ekoto abama no no munyina mayim ne ba akoma no na makoto aba no ama nipa wo munye den wo mo enim no nti that is the grievances a eye maamefo yi ene mbaba awai wo mo editu monti so mo chese se yete empoano nko ade yete ahwem ane empanimfo ba mu bu no yete mpoano nko ade na yete ahwem nti se yenyina yete Akwatia ha nko ade yenyina yedi yeni ebehu ade ewo krom ha sei esanse wo nipa nye ye nene nete ha na mutimi kokoto abade ma no na ne nene te ha num sei a se be yesi wani twemu a ye ni nyawo we de nani twemu pa ena maye den mwadi edi ejanom se sa na mo pene de a and yen in a din near Tanaha. Mamma Baku be put the Utian and some our Canadian not to say. Walk out, was he say. About to I bet 2 years. Boy, dear, any idea what room when you know much boy, dear, no coin says a 93 combat be Sue Akwatia and assassin because dear Dre dear. Wait dear, I am very, very critical because you could see say these people are pained or more 4 years more than a year or more ya papa. Say they had hopes. Senka Akwatia mine womunina be yo madwen baako na wo makwa to abano de ama Solomon Kwame Asumedu essence wono na Akwatia mine this year woni omutini de so kronkron a woni omu ete wonim de ekọ de tuemu ni de ebe nyina no woni omo a na afa de eduya wayi me ba kwa yeden de ama me obebusa say vote ne krankasa no ekọ sen uremu anata say NDC fu edi nkunim no womo de 18,199 votes and womu di ewini ye wa bra Solomon Asumedu nya 15,235 votes what you say inti say wo hwemu 54.30 against the NPP and say wedi nkunim anesa meche Yera Bernard Bediako uremu a na che Akwatia mine mo ya papa se me ekromanfo ne kra no and kasa say dia and you can imagine the NPP parliamentary candidate himself me chere Solomon Kwame Asumedu and you know there ye jane so won kasa ahwe a ensem a wo beka ene yaudie ene ade a wo be express no ahwe ebe jinsem wo krom hanum say but the question is say kasa na mo kasa no ye ntiasio whether you voted for Asumedu or you didn't vote for Asumedu, nipa no abano mato area ma Yera Bernard edikan fadada ena Asumedu atosumienu and they say no the aya na ayeden aye ane eti munya manenka ayin sa na social media for ne kire say yenya manenka because at this point no gidi any kasa bebrebe it can't change and I say it can't turn events into their favor enye ene de obese is not possible enye ne sa akora nya de ebeye nana as it stands now no is this confirming something say truly 500,000 because untina nkofo no ejai wo mo ankasa de hye kotoma onipa a won ti kroman.
Okay, so answer and once again here find chiakese nkoma ahwefo ne etifo bibiara wa join here live. Watching this particular video, no, personally I felt sad.
Okay.
And it tells you saying as much as you were 2025, no, there are a section of people, i.e. Gen Z babies, they are still living like they were born, and as they are still living like we are in the era of 2000.
Okay.
And by the way, I will show you video and the on the screen. So clearly, no, you could see said they are teenagers. Or basically first time or second time voters. Okay. So they'll probably I'm not sure somebody mammy for. If you look at the faces clearly, we a young lady, just way by 25 and a lady back on us we Rollins Mre, but then other lady and back on share spectacles or more young. But then the arguments, any video, no tea in some more kana, they were basing their argument say, Papa na mu vote against or no, a year or share assume do the fly and what down, or patch say, only a netic room has seen. And also share a busian. No boy busian be say ofi busian we mu and busian we ni. These are colonial mentality.
Oh, they were talking about things he has done to help.
Okay, a busian sembi.
Yes,
but then things he has done to help. Papa no so a NDC ni no so call a polling station Akwatia lorry station one more no drivers truck drivers ne taxi drivers on e fa ni porto car ne mo ye lawyer. Go and ask.
Okay.
Inti a ban say both men have attributed your friend is saying in their own capacity to help the Akwatia people. Okay. But then we are looking at who can help us in this particular critical time. Ni yakwa to abana abano ankwa mamua. Nambe jana na mo make tribalistic comments. And amo sanso the kese womwa amu voti ma NDC candidates ombe brekombe di omo. These are stupid analysis.
Okay.
And these young ladies know it's high time they sit down and realize say 2001 era, we are in an era of 2025 where people use their brains. So the question here is, are the Akwatia voters, even NPP voters, no, omu imagine say omuntuma NPP. So Osha, beginning of the election, there were concerns of low voter turnouts. Anytime bia, mama just saying, anytime bia aba air koso, I say aba air koso, na at the end of the day, a particular place, no, it favors a particular political party, na a low voter turnout, but that particular political party, a almost strong good on Belusu. We saw that particular thing play out in various polling and constituency centers during the 2024 elections. Papia na oba parliament or Katie Amon. He was begging people to actually go out and vote, and that was a sign that he was going to he was going to lose the elections. So clearly, people who did not go out to vote, even though Akwatia NPP stronghold, they felt like, okay, now is the time. Now is the time. It was say NDC for a chance.
Okay.
In 24 silence means consent. Into what's nice here, one pray no one go voting, which means indirectly, was sacrificing the votes, I'm a NDC, And ultimately, NDC for win here. The Akwatia people are wise. They know, say no. This particular 3 years are akano, 3.5 years are akano. Yes, share national cake now. We can choose to stand in history and get our share of the national cake. Akwatia baby kitwa, the land of gold, bauxite, and diamond. Akwatia baby kitwa kra. Inti ye developmental issues and yes somebody to go na kwa yen kran ye. Debi ye pese yeso yente ho de. Inti at the end of the day, they want their own share of the national cake. So their own share of the national cake or mopeno. That is why they voted for the NDC MP to stay in power. And what are the arguments of this lady? Oni enti ha say ofiebusuan wemu and a combe de and amobebre. These are stupid assumptions. In 2025, when we are talking about politics, when we are talking about reasoning, when we are actually debating, you need to bring out your facts and figures. And let's also talk about Musa Dankwa. I was so much appalled and sad this morning when I saw when I saw a friend is saying a spokesperson for a Baumi
Michael Abuaje.
Miracles Abuaje.
Miracle.
Melu supporter say ya and the figures of Musa Dankwa and Yashi, and I will come back strong. We will come back strong, no. And one of the things you have to note is that the political landscape in this country have changed. And people are voting because of their ethnic and their tribal background. Now, can you go and tell these Gen Z babies and this Gen Z generation, I'm not part to them or see TikTok and say, oh no, oh yeah, I can't need to. They be on yes, sir. So it's high time we look at all of these things from a different perspective. Now you say no. In some way, a question. At the end of the day, all of these things, it needs to be, if anything, like basically an idea sort of. Means okay, how best as a people can we basically have these kind of arguments at Ebekoye? But then if you keep going on this particular tangent, these kind of things basically won't work.
I wish just say, the lane, Mami Fuine Maba way. Because of the fact that they didn't vote for their candidate, and yet a crime pa. They say your people and I say Akwatia minor, maybe a sebe. At this point, say if you can't beat them, you join them. Who say Mukoto Edema Solomon Kwame Asume doing now Kotina Parliament no lobby. Now farmer moi. Now no mukoya na say mu them. Mobile and say lawyer Bernard Bediakun no ye amanyoni a dom NDC no ena motoma na ebetimi aboa mo ama mwanya ye niema pa ewa Akwatia maya. Why not? There's no need cursing and blowing out on others. The esino enwa na yeden enwa ena esi enti a word to a wise is enough. There ye de yemfa futu ani yeden enhye ye kukumu because enya de opinion na and a brina bribia wo ebenya and some de emodu abusia bebrina and a
certain comments of people
Ghana Hanum say if this whole Akwatia election no ehon amafo ebrechemu say at this point it's not about the party again say NPP say NDC but it's what you will gain. The mimenya any the ubenya and unti na ama nkrofo ye den esi ginaye bi etisa at this point in the